Welcome to the Spot video tutorial for Step 1 Reading. In this video we will examine what it means to read rhetorically. Many of us are trained in school to read text simply to find answers. We start at the beginning and move to the end with the sole purpose of being able to summarize what the author has said, or to identify chunks of information that we think might be relevant to a question on our next test or quiz. However, for Unit 1 you are being asked to read a text from your discipline for understanding its particular rhetoric, or how the text as a document does what it does for readers. This is a kind of reading that many academics engage in. But what does it mean to read something rhetorically? Reading rhetorically means reading a text both for content, what most of us are used to, as well as for form. Reading rhetorically is far more challenging than reading just for content, since it requires that you pay attention to not only what the author is saying, but also how he is saying. Reading for content means when you read, you ask of the text, what is the author's overall message or claim? What evidence is provided to support the author's message? And what assumptions does the author make? So reading for content is really about understanding the what of the text. What is this author trying to say? When we read for form, we are more concerned with understanding the how of the text, or how the text comes together to create meaning in a particular way. Notice the three bolded terms, claim, evidence, and assumptions, that a rhetorical reading of a text is looking to discover. These terms are also ways to identify or label sentences, parts, paragraphs, and other elements in a text. Often when one is reading rhetorically, the reader labels or annotates such aspects of the text. What helps a reader figure out things like claims, evidence, and assumptions is what she knows about the kind of text she's reading and annotating. Reading for form, then, means reading for how the text is arranged, and what readers can reasonably expect to find first, second, and so on. What stylistic choices an author makes that seem conventional or unconventional, and what genre or medium is used to deliver the content, and what is expected of that genre. Reading for form is the more challenging of the two kinds of reading, since few of us are trained to read the how of the text. Remember, however, that rhetorical reading requires you to read for both content and form, and how the two come together to make meaning. In the next video, I will demonstrate what it means to read a text rhetorically.